We've all probably seen those big three collages. They sometimes include Goku, where it's Ichigo with all abilities or all Bankai versus Naruto with all Jutsu and Luffy with all Devil Fruits, right? We've probably all seen those before. So, over here on the Lightspeed Venus channel, we're going to be doing our own interpretation, our own version of it. We'll be doing Naruto with all jutsu, all abilities in the verse, right? Versus Ichigo with all abilities in the verse. So, let's go ahead and head on over and do Naruto's abilities. The next video will be the clash between the two of them, the fight, the breakdown, the extremely long video that we're gonna do. So, let's get right to it, talking about Naruto.
Alright.
Naruto
with every ability.
Exactly.
Basically.
So, just like Ichigo, we'll be talking about all the abilities that he's going to be having in this fight with Ichigo.
Most of them he'll be able to stack on top of each other. If not, you could still use it.
Yeah.
Regardless.
I will say before we start, we are nulling all Boruto abilities, all Shinjutsu and all that convoluted
Yeah, we don't
shit.
care about Boruto. We're not doing about Boruto abilities. Those aren't cool. Nobody likes those.
They're all the Otsutsuki shit is convoluted. I don't care.
Yep, only Naruto Part 2 and 1, I guess, yeah.
But either way, we can start with
Jutsu.
Yeah. So obviously he has all releases of his Rasengan, like how he fought against like Madara and the Ten Tails. He has all the releases. That's just obvious.
Rasen stack them on top of each other.
Yeah, I mean, he did it already. He can do it again. He has the Rasen Shuriken. He could probably weave his way into like all releases Rasen Shuriken, I guess. Either way, he got Kirin. We all know Kirin, bro. The one he used against, or Sasuke used against fucking Itachi. Didn't kill him.
It used to manipulate like those clouds around him. They're like storms, and you can amp it with his power.
Another ability on here, you'll be able to definitely really like amp that up too. But next is Flying Raijin, the one that Minato's famous for using, where you could teleport around the battlefield and shit like that. Reaper Death Seal, which coincidentally is the Shinigami in the universe. And is super powerful, clearly. Because, Minato dies by it. So, that's tough. Next is Demonic Ice Crystal Mirrors. It's the Haku ability like they used back in the Land of Waves arc. He used it to basically light speed. He blisses around, and attacks Naruto with like those needles.
Naruto light speed.
His light speed. Obviously that's the also water mirror technique. Is basically the one that Yagura uses to reflect attacks. So another mirror technique. Sick. Summoning Gamma Bunta. All the frogs that he can summon. Makes sense. We know this. Then he has
Manda, slug thing.
A bunch of all those things he can summon. Yeah. Next, he got Particle Style from Inoki, 1,000 healings, pretty much decent regen.
Kind of more like a form, but it's also technically a jutsu.
Yeah, because you have to build up chakra and then use it. It will take a while depending on if we give him time to use it. But I said before with Kirin, creation of all things, the one where you can basically just create things. This will definitely help with amplifying Kirin, making more storms and make Kirin more fucking powerful and shit. So, yeah. Next is Paper Person God Technique. It's the humongous ass paper bomb ability that Obito used against Konan, right? Yeah, Konan. Yeah. And he has to use Izanagi to survive. Yeah. Puppet Mastery, that's the jutsu with the puppets that Sasori uses and shit. Kankuro, we all know it. C1, C2, C3, C4, and C0 is all Datara's explosion jutsu and shit. So he has the clay to make the jutsu and all those things he makes out of it. Obviously C0 is the super suicide bomb pretty much.
He'll be able to spam it here, obviously.
Oh yeah, without doubt. Most likely he will have infinite chakra in this, so yeah. Next is Jigo Kuzuki, is the third Raikage's like ability to like electrify his fingers. Like it's like the 4,
Basically
3.
durability negation.
Yeah, it's like the 4, 3, and 1 finger Nikido. I don't really know how to pronounce that one. Then the next is Raitan no Yori. It's the lightning armor. He just covered himself in lightning armor. That's what he uses against like Tamari and
Technically
all
a
those.
form as well,
Yeah,
but
technically, but it is a
more
jutsu. You know, he has
jutsu.
to activate it. Yeah. Death controlling, possession, blood ability. That's the one Hidan uses, where he goes quote unquote immortal. That's honestly a really good jutsu. Honestly, that's crazy. Next up is fusionism, where it's the one that Zetsu uses. Yeah, Zetsu. He just basically fuses with the ground, and they can travel around and shit like that. So I guess it's like a mobility thing. I don't really know if he can use it like
You use it to get out of attacks really easy.
True. I just don't know if he can use it like offensively or anything, you know, like that. Kind of like how like Mario and My Hero does it. I don't really know. But next up, the most powerful jutsu in the Naruto verse, the chakra scalpel.
Dumpsters Itachi.
Easily, bro. Easily dumpsters, Edo, Itachi, and Sasuke.
Chakra scalpel.
Everybody.
Most
Kabuto's
jutsu.
chakra scalpel is the best in the universe, bro. It will dog everybody. But anyways,
According to verse.
yeah, according to Versus Wiki, it dogs everybody. It dogs the entire verse. So, yeah. Next up is Dojutsu.
Alright, so for Dojutsu, pretty standard. You're gonna be able to use most of these in one eye, like regardless. You know, if you're gonna say, oh, he can't use all these in one body though. Like, no, he's going to be able to. Like, we don't care. Alright, so Sharingan, Rene Sharingan.
Yep.
Whatever you want to say. Sasuke's Rene Sharingan, Kaguya's Rene Sharingan.
All of them.
Whichever one you want to use, he's going to have both regardless. You probably know what they do. Both are allowing them to teleport through dimensions, teleport other people or things.
Yep.
Other Rinnegan abilities like Madara's and like just any other person with a Rinnegan will be able to have the 6 pass Rinnegan. They'll be able to pull souls out of their body, which will allow them to be able to interact with Ichigo at least.
Yeah.
No matter what, he'll be able to create things with Animal Path. Be able to heal himself with the King of like what hell or whatever it is ability path. I don't know all the path names, but
True.
he'll have the normal Path of Pain abilities, and then he'll have Madara's Limbo clones. He'll be able to make 4 of them at max at least. And we also got basically the other dojutsus like just Kodomatsu Kami and like other Mangekyo abilities like Izanagi and Izanami. Or just like Madarasu, basically. I think he could just do kind of like a jutsu at this point if he already has Rene
Especially if he
Sharingan.
can just spam it, you know. So
Obviously, he'll have infinite Tsukiyomi, the normal Tsukiyomi, but Genjutsu probably won't really matter in this fight. He'll be able to do it at least. You got Byakugan, which is literally the last thing that might be helpful to him.
yeah.
Might be able to sense Ichigo regardless with Byakugan. If he's there, wherever he is, he'll be able to sense him.
Otherwise, you know, that's all Naruto has for this fight, which...
This is all under the assumption that Naruto will be able to see him and like sense him, which Limbo clones aren't just like, you know, it's not just something that you can interact with souls. Edos aren't technically souls. It's a soul in a physical body, so nobody in Bleach actually ever interacts with spirits or souls. Like a fully embodied spirit and corporeal being, basically.
I guess that's all Naruto has. But we'll just have to do the fight and see how they clash.
Yeah, next video will be the Naruto versus Ichigo with each of their respective versus abilities. And that'll be definitely a long video. It's gonna have it's not just gonna be one stomping the other regardless.
Yeah, it'll be like a very interesting, like, it's a bunch of battle assumptions, a bunch of different like types of fights that we could do here. You know, win cons, all that. But, you know, decent lineup. Let's see what happens, I guess.